Hello, respected viewers, audiences, subscribers, our teachers and parents. I welcome you from NSRIC and its subsidiary. This is Enamul Hussain. Like every week, as you know, who are in live now and who are following us, every Saturday at 9:30 in the morning, Toronto time, follow this webinar, and we subscribe this webinar in different issues related to NSRIC and its subsidiary. Today, I will be discussing a very important aspects and topic that are related to our subsidiary organization, NSRIC International School in Toronto, where we offer Ontario Secondary School Diploma for our children from kindergarten to grade 12. And there would be a comparison between the OSSD and O-level, A-level study globally that are controlled and operate by British Council. So as a parent, as a student, you need to understand the core objectives, core value of the program. Let us start with the definition of OSSD program and the O-level, A-level, so that the concepts become clear. Canadian Education Ministry offer the OSSD program. So the Education Ministry designed the OSSD where it needs 4 years of high school education, specifically from grade 9 to 12. If a student get admission in grade 9 and grade 10, 11, and 12, in this 4 year, they need to study under a specific program, which is called Ontario Secondary School Diploma Certificate Program. On the other hand, O-level, A-level program is designated as ordinary level and advanced level, as you know, are the first half and second part of the general certificate education. And they are actually linked up with the UK curriculum. However, the Ministry of Education for UK does not administer this program. The Cambridge program or the O-level, A-level program is administered by the British Council around the world. And this is, you can say, equivalent to Cambridge IGCSE or UK GCSE program. So the strength of the OSSD program is globally, if you see the ranking of the OSSD by PISA, Program for International Student Assessment. This is an international education organization who evaluate the different school program that are available around the world for different countries. So according to their ranking, OSSD is ranked as 4th place. That means top 15% of the education, entire global education system. On the other hand, UK education system is ranked 12th, and unfortunately O-level, A-level does not have any ranking. So from the international ranking system, you can see a clear distinction, a clear difference and the strength of the OSSD. Now, if we look at the grade from where it starts, as I mentioned in the definition of OSSD, OSSD starts from grade 9 and all the way to grade 12. On the other hand, the O-level, A-level program starts in grade 7. So O-level student can take the courses when they are in grade 7 to 10 and then grade 11 to 13. So here also there is no specific grade, and the grades are 7 to 13, which is preparatory or pre-university year. preparatory year for the university, grade 13. So here, a student lost their year in O level, A level. And then when it comes to the curriculum, you can see the Ontario Secondary School Diploma Certificate Program has very extensive courses starting from 9. There are 30 to 35 courses students normally take in 3 track. On the other hand, for O level, A level, a student takes maximum of 7 to 9 in O level and 3 to 5 courses in A level. So total maximum they can take 14 credit. So all are subjects related to the specific courses. The another most important part for between the OSSD and the O level, A level is when they get the degree, if a student has been awarded OSSD diploma certificate for getting admission in university, specifically in North America, they do not need any IELTS or English proficiency certificate, because this is completely native English language countries program, and it has extensive English program which make sure that a student has enough knowledge in English to pursue their graduate study, their undergraduate study, or university or college study, where English is the medium of instruction. On the other hand, if a student has been awarded O level or A level certificate, they need to show an additional certificate where English as a proficiency for the instruction of education. So here another obstacle or another issue related to the O level, A level student. However, some of the colleges or university, very rare, you can find where A level, O level student may not necessarily need the IELTS score or English proficiency certificate. But as I mentioned, majority of the cases, O level, A level student need to show the English proficiency certificate for their admission in university or college in North America. Then, if we see the approval, OSSD is an administered and inspected, approved by the Ministry of Education, Canada. On the other hand, O level, A level program is not administered or is not inspected by the Ministry of Education, UK. So as a result, there is an issue with all these education system. Now, if you compare the cost, you will see OSSD has low cost comparing with the O level, A level. Even in our NSRIC International School in Toronto, which is a global online school, and we have also physical campus in different territory of the world, we have very low tuition fee, and we do not have any hidden costs that are compared with the O level, A level program. So in addition to that, to lower down the tuition fee for the student, we have many scholarships that can subside, that can lower down the tuition fee of the student. And we have at least 5% student who are 100% free. They don't need to even give any tuition fee for our school. So here there is a clear distinction, and financially NIST program is very stable and cheap comparing with the O level, A level education. Now, if we see the skill development for the student, the main focus area for the O level, A level are mainly two. One is it creates a balanced education and gain knowledge, and then design in a way so that it can promote an intensive study and critical thinking. On the other hand, OSSD has the adaptation of the policy of transformational skill development. Very, very important criterion. And then real world application and innovation it has. Skill based hands-on education is there, and then differentiated education, and then diverse assessment and individualization of learning path. So that is the reason you know that Canada is a country where immigrants are welcomed. So the diverse background of the student pool and the diversity of the civil people are huge, and that is in the consideration of the curriculum development of the OSSD. That make a unique advantage for the program, which is not the case for O-level, A-level. And another most important differentiation between the OSSD and the O-level, A-level when it comes to the subject area and the group. For OSSD, 8 subject groups are there where a student has the opportunity to choose the group of specialization where arts, business, civics, career and study and civilization, health and physical education, history and geography, language and literature, science, mathematics, social science, and humanities. And then there are 3 subject area where a student will have the opportunity to take courses and they go with the specialization. For example, group 1 will have the science specialization courses, and then group 2 will have business, meaning commerce and management stream, and group 3 will have humanities and social science stream. So there are total minimum 30 courses, 30 credit a student need to finish in 4 years of education, where they need to take 18 compulsory courses and then 12 optional courses. These 12 optional courses are the choice of the students who can take the course from these groups and make their specialization in the area of science and commerce and humanities and social science. So here there are very nice structure of education and course choice. Wider spectrum of courses are there for the students. On the other hand, O-level, A-level program also has 14 subjects from 8 subject groups, including arts and design, business studies, computer science, English, humanities, such as history, geography, economics, languages, for example, French, Spanish, German language, any language that can take, mathematics and science, in science specifically for biology, chemistry, and physics. So here in a level program, at this point, they have 2 combinations. One is accounting, economics, business studies, and computer science. And then the other combination is physics, chemistry, biology, and computer science. So here also, there are limitation of courses, and wherever, in which school you are taking your O-level, A-level program, it depends on the availability of the subject area and expert teachers on that school. On the other hand, such limitations are not there in OSSD. Now, if we take the credits comparison, clearly, as I mentioned in the subject area comparison between the O-level, A-level, and OSSD, here for OSSD, 30 minimum credit hours need to be complete by the students, where 18 are the compulsory credits or courses, and 12 are the optional credits that need to be taken by the students. They can take more than 30, no doubt of it. On the other hand, for O level, A level, O level in general that take 8 courses, and A level in general that take 3 courses. So 11, 12 courses they need to finish. And this is very subject extensive course. Each subject need to pass, and it is exam focus program. On the other hand, O level, A level, comparing with the OSSD has evaluation, and only one subject they need to take, student need to take the exam is in literacy test. In grade 10, normally student take this board exam, grade 10 or 11, only one exam. And on the other hand, A level, O level has 14 subjects having the final exams for the courses. When it comes to the community service involvement, 40 minimum hours a student need to engage himself or herself with the community service as a volunteering job. This is part of the requirement for OSSD, so that students have the experience about the community engagement, about the community requirement, about the social work. On the other hand, O level, A level does not have such requirement. So community involvement education, hands-on training is a core value, is a core requirement for OSSD. Grading system, as I mentioned, the OSSD does not have any requirement for board exam except one. And O level, A level, every course has the final exam. So it is exam based grading system. And for OSSD, it is evaluation based and plus light exam based program. So along with the grading system, if we look at the assessment, program assessment, how to assess the students' understanding, OSSD has clear demarcation, a clear guideline that 70% of the assessment are continuous assessment based on, let's say, student performance in the class, class attendance, quizzes, assignments, projects, and hands-on experience. All these related to the practical activity, hands-on engagement with the group, with the student, and with the teachers in the classroom performance. And 30% are related to exam. There might have some midterm exam or final exam based on the subject and the teachers. On the other hand, the O level, A level has a very extensive exam procedure. Every subject is exam based, so a student become very tired, student become threatened, and then there are some very challenging report. They need to write essay, papers, and practical test, coursework. That are the evaluation for the program assessment. When it comes to the flexibility, student has really wider spectrum of flexibility to choose their courses in OSSD. On the other hand, students are not having the luxury of choices. They are very rigid curriculum for 14 subject, maximum of 14 subject in O level, A level curriculum. Now, it is true that the global focus for OSSD is very focused because of the global ranking and the strength of the program of OSSD. Unfortunately, this OSSD program is not marketed for last, let's say, 50, 60 years like O level, A level. That is the reason globally OSSD is not that familiar with the parents and the students of the school system. On the other hand, O level, A level has been promoted by the British Council, by different organizations globally for last 60 years. That is how it is popular, in a sense that they do not have competitors in the global perspective. Now, if we look at the global recognition, of course, you can see the ranking of the OSSD by PISA. So the OSSD being the fourth place ranked, it has wider spectrum of recognition in the area of school education program. This is also okay with the O level, A level, but they do not have any global ranking. There are some definitely advantages for both program. If we say the advantages of OSSD, we can write it down. Let's say it has wider spectrum of curriculum and it is widely available through this internet era. Any student can take the OSSD program while they are at home, and online they can take the program with our school program. So it has very wide range of open spectrum for the students, and the student will have flexibility, and it is also cost effective. It has lot more flexibility comparing with the other program, not only O level, A level program. And then it is a practical education, as I tried to explain. And then the ranking is an important issue for the university education, in which education system the children are being educated. It is really, really considered during the admission process of university. So as a parent, as a student, we need to really think in which program my children's or myself as a student I'm going to get admission. So on the other hand, O level, A level program, as I mentioned, it has a global recognition. It does not have that much flexibility, though up to certain extent it has flexibility within 14 courses. And then the most strength and advantage of O level, A level education is it has deep understanding and knowledge student can gain on a specific subject area. And then it also has pre-university atmosphere in year 13. In many countries, you may notice that there is a preparatory year. Some university call it preparatory year before getting admission to the mainstream university education, specifically in Middle East area. I personally saw there because when I was professor in Saudi Arabia. So there is a preparatory year. So university program normally 4 year. So there is students having 5 year of education. So O level, A level has that opportunity to engage themselves in that year. On the other hand, OSSD in the year 11 and 12, pre-university courses are normally taken by the students. So there is no year gap here. This is also, you can consider as an advantage. You can also consider as a disadvantage when it comes to the time consumption. Now, if we criticize the both program, definitely both program has some limitation. By the way, all the education program that are available for the global people, up to certain extent, they have some limitations. So if I criticize the OSSD, OSSD unfortunately does not have global recognition because of the limited access, Government of Canada, the Ministry of Education did not focus the global reach out for their program, though the program is very strong. This is a limitation. That is how globally OSSD program is not that familiar comparing with the O-level, A-level program. So this is a clear shortcoming and limitation for OSSD. And then the course selection for the OSSD is also very tedious because there are huge number of courses. Sometimes students become confused if they do not take any guidance from the teachers or student advisor. So they become confused because 18 compulsory courses are there. So for these 18 courses, a student must take these 18 courses. When it comes to the selection of the 12 optional courses to fulfill the 30 credit hours, students sometimes become lost because of the wider number of courses. So which are the good courses, which are the most appropriate courses, students sometimes become confused. This is a shortcoming, but if a student take the real advice from the student advisor who are expert in OSSD curriculum, a student can be really guided well. On the other hand, O-level, A-level, as you already know, it starts from grade 7 and it ends up in grade 13. So you can imagine this is a very lengthy program. On the other hand, OSSD is just 4-year program and it has a very demanding workload. Though the subjects are only 14, but it needs really, really in-depth education, in-depth understanding of each subject, meaning the program is very heavy and workload is extremely heavy. As a result, students dropping rate, student retention rate is very high and dropout rate is really, really alarming. And then limited availability because the O-level, A-level program are offered by the local school administered by the British Council. So if the school does not have expert teachers, then the courses that you are willing to take may not be available in that school. So this is a clear problem for the O-level, A-level program. And then cost wise, we already discussed that it is very costly program and very stressful program for the students. As a result, students become frustrated. On the other hand, OSSD also needs more coursework, practical work. It does not need that much stressful work environment where students enjoy the hands-on experience and curriculum for their fulfillment of the requirement of the OSSD. So this is what we have for today. And I believe that students and the parents already have some idea and a comparative study that can look at the advantages and disadvantages of the OSSD program and O-level, A-level program. Specifically, the countries where parents and students wanted to willing to study in Canada or the North America in general, I prefer to consider the OSSD program instead of O-level, A-level program that will enhance their university education in North America. With this, I again thank you very much for watching and joining this webinar series. I welcome you to be with us every week, 9:30 in the morning, Canadian Toronto time, or it calls EST time. And I invite you to be following us in the webinar every week and subscribe us. Your subscription and your liking will give us hope and will give us a strength to disseminate knowledge globally under the umbrella of NSRIC. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Bye-bye. Now we are open to questions and answer session. Thanks a lot. আসসালামু আলাইকুম স্যার, আপনি কেমন আছেন? আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, ভালো আছি মিস্টার রানু আহমেদ। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ ফর ইউর গ্রিটিংস। Another person, Jahangir Rasul, I want to talk to you about something. Mr. Jahangir, definitely you can talk to me immediately after this webinar series. You can reach out to me in the weekend in our office number. Normally, the office number belongs to me in the weekend. In the weekday, our marketing team normally take care of the call. So +1 226 271 7206. You can call me after half an hour. So you can talk to me at that time. Thanks a lot. শেখ রাশেদ বাচ্চার ভর্তির ব্যাপারে জানতে চাই। রাশেদ ভাই, yes, if your children wanted to get admission in our school NIST program, definitely children can be getting admitted. If your children are in grade 9, 10, 11, they can definitely get admission in our school program and get the OSSD certificate. If the students are in kindergarten to grade 8, they can also get admission. Our school program is very strong. Unfortunately, these days, what we are observing the education or the curriculum of Bangladesh education system specifically, I am sorry to tell you, what we are learning from different sources, there is a big mess in the education system, unfortunately. So the parents, the students are very scared. In such scenario, you can choose the OSSD program from us, and you can compare the program and you can select the program for your children. Brother Rashid, if you have any other questions, you can contact with Mr. Samsul Azam or myself after 30 minutes at the number 226 271 7206. This number has WhatsApp. So you can WhatsApp me specifically on the weekend. The number I take care. Thank you very much, everyone.